We're live.
We're live for the final time.
Well, now they know it's the final time. They didn't know then.
I know when it was coming on, I was thinking, like, what should I do for the last time? Like, how should I say hello? And I just bottled it. So,
have you seen that song? That "Fuck This Shit, I'm Out." I love that song. Have you?
no.
Have you not seen that song?
Mm.
That's us. I'm gonna have to play it to you now. That's us right now. But this is our final one, isn't it?
Yeah. This is the final show.
I can't believe you've never heard this song.
I probably have.
It's really small. In fact, my wife wasn't very happy with me when we got married. I said it to her at the side when we got married. I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. It's like, yeah, it's only like, look, here.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
And that's it. End of the episode.
Goodbye.
That's it. Gone. So.
Right. Yeah, it's the last one.
So really what it is because it's the last one purely because you finished building your house now, and this is just a vlog to document in your house build.
The irony of it is that the planning has all just been passed.
Which you were moaning about in the last one.
Well, the next episode, well, not the next one, but in the new year, it would actually be in the office with everything complete and everything finished. So yeah, I mean, it's not the end as in
no.
I'm going to still do something. And like we spoke on the last episode, there's just I like to feel like I'm doing something that's pushing me and that I'm uncomfortable with it. And I feel as if, as much as I've loved doing this, and it's been nearly 2 years now, like I think it's in March, it's 2 years.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like,
and we won an award. You won your award on it, like she's gone to LinkedIn and now she's doing it.
It's not like
new.
I don't like being comfortable and I'm too comfortable with it. So I want to try and do something that pushes me to go into things I haven't done before, to have a new challenge. And I just think like time is so precious. Like I say it all the time, but like time for me is more important than money. And like say the 2 hours a week or the hour a week or whatever it is that I put towards doing this, I just think I would rather be doing something that's feeling like it's pushing me at my boundaries and I'm growing from it. Because originally when I started doing this, I absolutely shit myself. Like the first
this was completely
well, not even the first few times. I'd say for the first, like, it takes so long to be able to relax and just be yourself and like completely and utterly just don't care. And I feel like I'm at that now.
I've seen a change on that. I've seen a change in you from doing these in your videos of that, just kind of like, I'm going to pick up the camera and just talk, as opposed to, you're like, you sat there now is like what a lot of your videos are, where you're just like, let's just talk about this. Let's just talk about, you're way more natural, relaxed. But as you said, when we first started, I mean, this has gone through, people go through these episodes back and then go on YouTube and see them and they're everywhere, is that they are literally like going through your changes of the business growing, staff coming on, your personal, like your, loss in your family, like so much stuff, and how you've dealt with all of it through this. It's been an interesting journey for sure. But as we said, there's the next step is to take something, and we're going to go away and we work on that together and see what we can bring, and it'll be very good.
It's like it's been a long. You don't realize how long it is and how much has happened, and it's lovely for me to think that those videos are always going to be there and I can look back on them. And when we first started it, I remember you saying to me, I was like, well, what if people don't, like, it's not interesting. And you said, all you need to look at it as this is a blog for your journey. And whoever wants to watch or see, great. If they don't, then you've documented and you've grown from it. And like, there was never going to be an end date on it. But in my head, I think I'll do it for a year, because like the podcast, when I did the Money Maker Mother podcast, I did it for a year. I wanted a year's worth of inspirational women. Then when I started this, I thought, right, I'll do a year's worth of like to me, it was more like a diary blog.
Yeah, day in the
vlog,
life, wasn't it? Yeah, it was
and like,
which is
you
why
know,
it's called Inside Insurance. It was like you're inside what you do
yeah,
and how you do it.
It's gone on. The only reason it's gone on for longer is because the response I've had from it's been so positive, and it's like it makes you feel, it's nice feeling when people say, "Oh, I've seen your video and like I learned this," or like I didn't realize that. And you get, like, my Instagram has grown so much through, I think, these, because people who are watching on LinkedIn will then go on Instagram and follow me on there. And but at the same time, I don't believe that you should just stay where you're comfortable. I want to push myself to do something else. And it's a new year, a hell of a lot's changed, and I want to start something where I think it's going to be more beneficial for advisors, as in people who actually just want to learn, not just, listen to me talk shit in between and dropping some good stuff in the middle of it. I want to say, right, this is what I'm going to speak about, and this is what we're going to do, and get more, feel like I'm making more of a difference in terms of people's actual careers and the way they're learning. And I've got so many ideas, but to be able to do it and structure it, it can't be in this setting. You can't do it like this. Like, you can't. And I've tried to do it and tried to drop in certain things, but ultimately it needs to be interactive. Like that. That's what it
needs to be like a mastermind, isn't it? So we're saying you need to have that mastermind where people are able to come in and talk and interact with you and ask me and you questions properly on their businesses, in their situations. How do you do that? How do we do that? How would you do that? I think it's exciting. It's really exciting what we're planning. We're just kind of going to look at it in the new year.
But how long is it going to take you? Because you know what I'm like. It makes me I'm impatient.
It takes a while, and it will. Well, you're going to be we're going to be working at the back end, but it takes to launch what you want to launch publicly out here now. You'd probably be looking at, honestly, like people understand it. You probably March, probably March.
But it would March.
Probably March, looking at starting in the new financial year is what you'd probably find. So you'd be launching it. You probably want to be, for people to hear or listen to this, what you'd probably want to do, you're going away for Christmas.
Oh, yeah. So that's why this one's the last one.
Yes. Because you're going to Australia.
Going to Australia like tomorrow.
So when you go away, you're going away to Australia. So when you come back, me and you will then be doing our sessions, hit the drawing board of like, but what's going to be lovely is we'll have our sessions to not have to do this, so we can really go into it and go, okay, this is how we can do this. We can go back to building that. And then I would like it, I'm just as passionate and excited about it as you are with this. I would like this to be marketed, to be announced by I'm also aware I've got a baby on the way, so I'm trying to make sure I'm not too ridiculous with it. But like I am end January, beginning of Feb, probably more like mid Feb, with the idea of launching it in March. Really, March is what I'd like to launch it in, and I think we could, and then give people access to the beta version of what we're going to do, and then refine it over the next 6 months. That's what I think is it.
Yeah, it's going to do, mate. This is the bit I hate, and it's such a hard lesson. It never gets any easier to do it already.
That's always with me and you.
I'm already like, yeah, but now, I know. I know you
know that. I know, but it's hard, isn't it?
It's always like. And I don't think, when people say, well, when you get older or when you mature, I still don't understand it. Like, in my brain, I'm like, I want to do something, I want to do it now. Because if I'm not, it makes me feel like I'm like not doing.
I heard a wonderful podcast today, and I think this is you saying this. It's really interesting. He was talking about patience, this guy, Alex Hormozi, and he was talking about patience. And he said, patience, he was talking about it like yourself, and he's a big entrepreneurial guy. And he was like, patience isn't being okay with it not taking. He said, like, patience is being okay to feel the feelings you feel now and still know it's going to take time. He said, I get frustrated that it's not fast and it's not now. He said, I think people think that it's being zen and going, it's okay, it'll take as long as and it's not. He said, it's going, I really want it to happen now, but also knowing in your mind logically, it's going to happen though. Because I have that. I have it, the health thing. I have it with this thing. When me and you chatted 2 weeks ago, I was like, oh my God, I want to do that. When we were chatting about, I was fired up. I wrote loads of things down like yes. And then I looked and I was like, okay, but, and it's one of those things that I was like, okay. And I went to my wife and I was like, what do you think of this? And everyone was like, everyone I spoke to, my mom, because my mum knows of you and she watches your videos and stuff. It's quite funny and sweet. And she was like, oh my gosh, yes, you two would be amazing together and doing this. And I was like, and then Freddie was with me. She was like, brilliant. But remember 2 things. She was like, you have a full, I've got waiting list. You got a waiting list of clients in a social media and marketing and sales consultancy business. She said, which you have to service. She was like, and you have to stay on top of shit. And Carla has a ridiculously large protection business, which she has to run. She was like, so remember that I think it's the best idea and you'll definitely smash it, but you have to make sure that you're not going to just go off. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah,
disciplined.
Yeah. She said, you've got to do, she said, I think you guys crush it. She said, but you've got to do it in the times that you allot with the long. And that's when I was like, okay. And then I rang my accountant. He was like, to get off the ground, you're probably going to take about 2 to 3 months. And then I looked and was like, yeah, I probably could do it in 2 to 3 months. And I know I'm excited.
That's fine. It's
I want it launched by March though.
Yeah, so
it's on my to-do list.
So instead of being Veruca Salt off Willy Wonka, we need to be more like Charlie.
Now. Yes.
Yeah. We need to be more like Charlie Boy, who's just calm and patient and carrying on and doing what he needs to do. Instead of being Veruca Salt, who's screaming, give me it now. Because she dies, she goes down the Golden Goose Route and doesn't come back out. So we need.
But what people need to know as well is, even though these aren't coming out, we are absolutely in the background working on the thing that's coming next. Don't worry, we're not just having a jolly. Like it's coming next.
Yeah, but Freddie is right. That's what happens, isn't it? And I said the other day,
me and you this is where me and you aren't, like, we are a wonderful duo, but we're terrible at this because the two of us are very like, go
quick, go fast, get there quick.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. And that's what I said, but we've got to, act on it. If there's opportunity. And Freddie was like, that opportunity has been there for the last 2 years. She was like, it's not going anywhere. She was like, it's
when you've got it in your head, it's really
because me and you have spoken about this type of thing for ages. It's just like this, it was just the inevitable next step.
Yeah, it's having the balls to do it, and that's and it is like, it is scary, but I love that. Like that, I do get a buzz off it, and that's why you get excited. That's why I want to do it. So, the process will take as long as it takes because it'll happen when it's meant to happen at the right time. Yeah. And that thing, like, I'm aware of when I do it, and I need to try and control it. But inside, it happens so much, and I think that's why I said to Millie the other day, I am so consistent, like hands down. I can honestly.
Oh, you're worse than me. So I don't know.
However, I'm not consistent when it comes to, because I'm consistent.
You're so on the consistent. Let me just put this in perspective. People recording this. You're so consistent that anybody else in this scenario, like, because you said when we were going to normally record this, you went very well, and I was like, next Monday though is my wife is having a baby, and your response is, so when are we getting the episode done then? Obviously it's not, I know, but it was, and I already knew that was coming. You were like, so when are we going to record the video? Can't miss a day. And I was like,
I know, but I feel like the world will end if I do. It really fucks with my brain.
It's the only ones I've had you sat, literally had a blood test and been in hospital overnight, and you're like, yeah, go do the video though. I'm like,
sorry, I'm really sorry that you're not feeling well, but when are we recording? Like, it's not, I need to.
Oh, but
I'm a bit obsessive.
And it's terrible at it.
But I'm consistent. Good. However, I'm not good in terms of sticking with, like, I think the only thing I've ever been consistent with consistently is social media and like this, anything to do with my actual social media. Anything else, I get ideas and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then I do it and I do it and I do it. And I don't, I then get sidetracked with being consistent with something else.
Yes.
And then consistent with something else. So I'm consistent, but I'm not consistent when it comes to growing, if that makes sense, like waiting out, because my patience, I'd probably be a psychiatrist's dream, to be fair. But like, because my patience levels are like, oh, I've got to do this.
I think you nail the head, actually, because I think you are. I always say this to I was literally, funny enough, saying this to Freddie this morning. I was chatting about my task list, because I've got this new app and it's a task list, and it's like, how, because I'm ADHD and dyslexia, so I'm not very organized, but I am. And one of the things I know I'm bad at is these tasks. It's like a to-do list. And I said to her, I was like, I have to do this. And she was like, why? And I was like, because I have to do it long enough that it becomes habit. because but I'm like you, as I was like, and I'll love it. And I goes back. Do you remember the my journal? And I was like, this journal is like life changing. And you're like, I'm gonna have to get that. How long have you had it? I got it yesterday.
Next episode, a week later, how's your journaling come along? Oh no, I got bored. I got bored. I've moved on to the electronic version now.
I've got the electronic version. I haven't opened it for about. I get emails from every day going, "You haven't like." I'm like, I haven't journaled for like 9 months. Come on, go away. Like, but I'm with you on that because, but I do think with yourself, I am quite good at it. I've got better at it. I'm not good at it, but I've got better at teaching myself to be good at it. But that is with you is so interesting. Is you are probably a tenth of what you could be if you actually could delay gratification.
Yeah, that's what it is. I need instant gratification. That's my problem.
It's the delayed gratification that you're not. But it's interesting why social media did it. I don't know, because that's the thing. That's the thing I always think about with it is like, what is the thing that
maybe because it's instant, because people
no, but it wasn't. Well, I don't know what
to do because it's a
well,
game.
it was, wasn't it? Because I guess with yours as well, with social media, unlike many other people, it instantly did do quite well in regards to people liking and commenting, and you'd never done it before. So if you've never had any likes and comments, and then you get 5 when you started, like then it was just constantly going 5, then 10, then 20. So it was, I guess it's always, the ceiling is always increasing on the dopamine hit. So you're still getting the like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So it's a chase. Like for me, social media is always like, what content can I do and what can be posted out and what's going to generate interest, creating awareness, getting business. It's very easy to track. And that's why when people say, oh, social media doesn't work, I think, well, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it.
Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah.
And like I said on a few episodes ago, should probably tie in quite well, actually, next quarter. I'm going to purely focus on doing income protection so I can measure that as well. And what we're going to try and create in the background is going to be somewhere that protection advisors, mortgage advisors can learn marketing, understand how to understand themselves and what they want out of it and what they're trying to achieve, get hints and tips in terms of providers, speaking to clients, sales, and also like running a business can be very lonely. And me doing this for the last like 18 months or whatever it's been is, you can see that, you know, like I've never ever bullshitted. Sometimes it's really, really hard, but it's nice to be able to speak to people who are in the similar situation and not feel like it's when people understand what you're doing and they can agree with it and relate. It just makes you feel like you're not going insane and you're not losing your head. Yeah. Everyone has shit weeks. Everyone has good weeks, but keeping that consistency, that's what I want to try and help people with, because that for me ultimately is what I'm the best at, is consistency, marketing, and being able to speak to people. So I want to try and help other people do that. So
giving me a great idea, Karen.
Parting words for the final time is
fuck this shit, I'm out.
No, not that. It's it's not goodbye. What's that thing? The corny shitty thing. It's not
corny shitty thing.
It's not the end. It's not goodbye.
It's goodbye for now, isn't it?
No, it's not goodbye. It's I'll see you later or something like that. Anyway, it's the end. Ta-ra.
I'm trying to find the quote now. Is it? It's not goodbye. It's see you later.
Yeah, I thought it was. It's not goodbye. It's see you later. See you later.
See you later.
See you later, love.
See you later.
But have a good Christmas, an amazing New Year.
Yes.
All the best and all that jazz. And
you're going to be sunning it in Australia.
I know. Keep your eyes peeled for what's coming in the new year. It'll be fabulous.
Very exciting.
Thank you to everyone who's watched and supported and sent messages. It really has been amazing. I'm really sad that we're actually.
And you can go and check these out. They are on the podcast, and they are also on all the episodes on the podcast, and they're on YouTube. Apple,
Spotify, YouTube, all that. But if anyone wants any help while I'm not on air for the next couple of months, please just get in touch. Still going to be posting and everything. But yeah, thank you for all your support and views. It's meant a lot.